Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Feeling some heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
And off he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're working that left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes the handoff. It's good. At the 40, there he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From this spot on the field, that will be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bucs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
14, Nebraska, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field and passing.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. He can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it. And
he's got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be brought down.
Tackle is made at the
second down coming up.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the left. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this run.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets it out fast. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quarterback adapting. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Raiola. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Huskers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's space. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
21, Nebraska.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And to sell out and bring a blitz like that on 3rd and inches and then to have it pay off with a sack, oh, this defense makes a play.
Gotta love the aggressiveness, gotta love the onions, just to bring the blitz, not worry about it. I don't care about the back end. I don't care about them throwing the football, and they end up throwing the football on 3rd and short. Nice play, forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking for a crease, it's Allen. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
Fires toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down after that incompletion. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 21, Nebraska 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man. And the ball slipped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They'll throw it on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They can't.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Pulls it in. It's Allen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice...
Touchdown, Husker! And the comeback is on. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 18 to Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They want that clock to run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the